Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over a brand new mini palette from Natasha Denona. This is the mini Glam palette. I was really excited when I saw this because I love the color story in here. So I'm going to give you guys the details, the swatches. I'm going to show you guys this eye look, and then I'm going to show you a few comparisons that I already have in my collection. So let's go ahead and talk about this little mini. The mini Glam palette retails for $25, just like all the other minis. And then I don't see anywhere that this says limited edition, so I believe that this is permanent. The description reads, this is a palette of matte, metallic, and sparkly, cool-toned, golden taupe, and neutral shades for the ultimate glam or perfect everyday look. For the shades, we have Golden Flesh, described as a metallic gold, Harlow, a matte nude, Anho, metallic bronze, Seed, matte brown, and then Faye, a metallic gold. I love how they describe the first and last metallic gold as just metallic gold. There's no other description, like this one's not lighter and this one's not darker or more bronzy. I just thought that was funny. When I read the last one, I was like, wait, didn't they already say that? I had to go back and check. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get into the look that I am wearing right now, and then I'm going to get into my thoughts and some comparisons. Smith 230 and the lightest shade in the palette. I'm going to start this on the very outer corner. And then I'm going to start working it upward into the crease and transition area. I am doubling this up so it's just a little bit more pigmented. MAC 217 and the dark brown. Tapping this on the very outer corner. I'm going to add some depth with this shade. I'm going to bring it over the lid just a little bit. And then start adding it into the crease. And again, slightly working it upward to smoke it out. MAC 242 and the center shade. I'm going to place this on the center of the lid. Tapping over the darker shade we just laid down. Using the same brush, I'm going to grab the bronzy gold. I am going to place this on the front portion of the eye. As you can see with both metallics, I did get fallout with that like greeny gray and this shade right here. Again, I'm sticking with the same brush. All I'm doing is just wiping it off on my pants. And I'm going to take the lightest metallic. I'm going to use this to highlight the brow arch and then blend outward. MAC 219, going back in with that middle metallic. I am going to buff this all along my lower lash line. If you wanted to, you could go in with that highlight shade, go on the inner corner, but I just don't want to. I like a little bit more of a smoky effect, and I don't want to take away from that. So I'm just going to finish off the look with this right underneath, and then I'm going to go add on inner rim liner and mascara. I'm sure you guys think you know how I finished this look with Milk Boss liner on my top inner rim and the mascara. However, I did add one little thing in today. I've been enjoying this liner from Rimmel. This is the Scandalize Precision Micro Eyeliner. I find that sometimes liquid liners can get a little too thick at my lash line, and I don't like to use them for looks like this when I'm not using lashes because it can be just, it just looks a little too thick. And this one, it really is really nice and tiny, and I've really been enjoying it. So I have this just right on the outer half, right up against my lashes up top. So I have Milk Boss liner on the top inner rim, and then just a little bit of this right up against my lash line on half of my lashes on the outer corner. And then for my lips, I have my Christian AUDETTE collaboration kitten liner all over, Tom Ford Aura Gloss just right on top. Now for my thoughts, I love this palette. I think this is so pretty. I love that it is a cool tone palette, but I don't think this is going to be scary to people. You know, not everybody loves cool tones, especially when a palette has more of those grays, blacks, purples, stuff like that. There's other cool tones that you can use, and they're not so scary. And I feel like this palette is it. It's so beautiful. It's a neutral cool. It's so stunning. And I think that this is going to work for so many different people. And just like the description says, and I say all the time, you can get a really glam look out of this. I could have added a wing liner to this. I could have really smoked out my lash line with a black or brown kohl liner and added a pair of lashes to really glam it up and smoke it out for like New Year's or something. But I could also just use like these 3 shades or even just these 2 and have a daily look out of them. So I think that this performed really well. I did get a little bit of fallout with the metallics. That's to be expected. The mattes in here performed really well. This is a great mini. I know Natasha Denona can be very inconsistent, especially when it comes to the minis. If you enjoyed the mini nude palette, you're going to enjoy this one. I would say that these are my 2 favorite, the mini nude and now the mini glam. All right, now let me go ahead and show you guys some comparisons. I'm just going to start off with the mini nude. This one definitely leans more on the warm side. You do have these 2 shades, let's see, these golds right here. I'm just going to swatch them really quickly. This one right here in the glam, and then this one in the mini nude. You can see the difference. Then I want to swatch these 2 golds. Glam and the nude. You can see those are different as well. I really love the one in the mini nude. It has a lot of dimension to it. It has a lot of sparkle. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorite bronzy golds that she has. So there's definitely major differences in this. Even if you look at pictures online or anything, these are different. I would say warm tone and neutral cool. Here we have the mini gold up against the glam. I immediately thought about this palette whenever I saw it just because of the green tones. So as you can see, these are really not similar at all, but I am going to, when I'm looking in the mirror trying to figure out which one, these really just aren't that similar. I think the closest you're gonna get are these 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those. This one's the gold palette, and then the glam. The one in the gold is deeper, and I would say it has just a little bit more of a green undertone to it. Here we have the Camel Palette. This one's neutral leaning warm, and this one's neutral leaning cool. And let me see, are there any shades? I really wouldn't, okay, let's do these 2 just for giggles. So this one and this one. You can see those are not alike. And then I really don't think I need to swatch these. These are definitely a little bit warmer than the shade that's up here. One more comparison. I'm sorry about my dirty mirror on my BECCA palette, but I immediately thought this shade might look something like Tusk. So let's compare the 2. I have this one on my middle finger. I'm gonna put this one on my pointer. The BECCA palette you can see is much lighter. And then let's do this one and this one. I would actually say that those are pretty similar. Now I'm going to do this shade and this shade. Hopefully you guys can see the differences here. I would say that the Glam palette is more gold and the BECCA palette is more of like a peachy tone. So there you have it, you guys. I don't think that if you have any of those palettes and you're wanting this one, that you're going to have to be concerned with dupes. I think this palette is beautiful, and I just love the neutral cool tone. I just think it's beautiful. And if you are looking for a palette that is just, you want to dip your toes into some cool kind of neutral cool tones that aren't going to be as scary, just, yeah, this is a good one. $25, great quality. I have no complaints with any of the shades in here. I think they all perform really, really well. All right, you guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the eye look. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.